What's cracking? It's Jay driving out here in LA. Walking right now, but usually driving. And I hit my 1,000 trips today. Almost. I hit 999. I'm at that right now as the night ends. And I want to make a video reviewing my first 1,000 trips, driving basically, my experiences, what I noticed, what I realized, and just I could show y'all my days. I downloaded the app so I could show you guys my screen. Sorry about that. I downloaded the app so I could show you guys my screen as I talk, so could be a little bit more transparent. You can see that I'm not bullshitting. I'm not a bullshitter. And yeah, I'm gonna do that later on or tomorrow early morning around 3 a.m. before I go out for the day. But yeah, I'm gonna do that later on, so we could, I could talk, you guys could see everything, and it'll be pretty cool. I might go into details a little bit later when I get home, and write down each and every Monday that I've worked, same with every other day, and add up the hours and get into details, see maybe how much per hour I'm making, usually averaging on Mondays and Tuesdays and etc. But I think that'll be pretty cool. Yeah, so this is gonna be the first part of the video. Second part is gonna be you watching me play around with the screen and talking. Man, I would have hit my 1,000 trip today, but I was chilling in West Hollywood. I was about to pick my girlfriend up from work. And it was surging out there. It was at a 2.0. And I got a ride that came in, it said 68-minute trip destination. And I was contemplating so hard. I wanted to take that for my 1,000 trip. And that would have just been a cool little 1,000 trip ender right there. 2.0 surge, just about 70 minutes from Hollywood to who knows where. I passed up on it, picked up my girl from work. Now I'm just about getting home. Got my Tide, ready to do some laundry. But yeah, so that's where I stand. 999 trips, call it 1,000, and yeah. Good morning, y'all. Man, rubbing my eyes right now, trying to wake up. I was about to do the 1,000 trip breakdown. I'm at 999 trips right there, over 2 months, almost 3. But I'm about to just come out here in the morning real quick and smack out that last 1,000. I'm back with a video. So I made a video right after I got my 1,000 trip, way early in the morning, but I scrapped that because I figured out I could just use this video while I talk instead of just showing you my screen with no video. Makes it a little bit more pleasing to watch, I guess. But yeah, look at 1,629. That's my Uber score. I should be a diamond by now, but since they want to screw me on the acceptance rate and not give me any of my perks, I haven't really been, cranking out all the rides that I can to get to the diamond level yet, because there's no point. I'm only at 80 acceptance rate when I should be at 90 plus. For a couple weeks, their app was crashing on me very frequently. And it would register. It only happened when rides were coming in. So I would click accept, my screen would freeze, and it would register it as I declined the ride. And I went from a 90 all the way down to an 82. And once I hit to 82 and I did the math, it was almost impossible for me to climb back up to get an 85 until it resets itself. So I just let it go. I haven't been accepting all the 3-point rides that I can. I've been really selective lately, because that's what they forced me to do. So they want to use the acceptance rate to make you not decline rides to pick people up quicker. But now, in a case like this where I should be at a 90% acceptance rate with all these perks, I'm below the acceptance rate for all these perks, and now I don't know the distance I don't know the estimated time for trips. And if I have something to do and I accept it, I get to a person and I can't do it because the trip is, 40 minutes away when I need to stay within the area within like 20 minutes, you know what I mean? Then, I'm declining, I have to cancel a ride, and it's worse for the passengers. So they need to figure something out with this, because it sucks. If they can help me out and get my perks and everything, I could see the trip distances, people would be getting rides quicker and they wouldn't be getting canceled. And I'm sure it's not just me. I'm sure a lot of people have been experiencing this too. But anyways, we'll try and move on because I don't want this video to drag on too long. I just got a 1-star maybe like a day or two ago. I was at a 4.95. I'm pretty sure I know who it was, and it's ridiculous, why people 1-star you. I don't deserve any of those 1 stars in my opinion. But it is what it is. You can't control that. People will be people. It's crazy out here in LA. But yeah, the 4 stars, that doesn't bother me. You can't be a perfect 5-star for everybody. That's unrealistic. The 3-star, cool, whatever. I ain't tripping. All right, let's go to the earnings, and I'm gonna kind of fly by the earnings because I don't want that part to drag out too much. I want to get to the notepad of me adding up every single Monday and every single Tuesday, since I've been working, and getting the average per hour and per trip amounts. So, this video, I thought it was smaller before. Where do I put me? There's like nowhere to put me. I'll just move around, I guess. So, let me go back to the very first one, and I'm gonna go through this part really quick because it's not that important, but I just want to be transparent and show y'all, you know what I mean? I'm not bullshitting. So, where was I? Alright, yeah, so I'm showing y'all what's up. Being transparent, you can see what you could do, what I'm doing, and it's not bullshit, it's not talk, it's real. So this is my first week, 9 hours, just got my feet wet, just wanted to figure out the app, how it worked, and just get the idea of it. The week after that, just about 50 hours, over $1,000. Tips were pretty good the first few weeks. 60 hours, 1293. So I just want to give you guys an idea, the hours I put in that week and the pay I got. And mind you, this is only my first 1,000 trips, and maybe my first 500. I wouldn't say that much. I kind of understand things pretty quick. But let's just say maybe my first 500 trips, I wasn't picking things up, and it brought my numbers down. And the time online that I worked, maybe my pay could be better, and it doesn't look that good. It's only my first 1,000 trips, and I was trying a lot of different strategies and trying to just trying different things to see what works. So maybe my pay could be better. Maybe my pay looks pretty good to others who work as well. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But I'm just showing y'all what I do and the hours I put in, and that you can do too. So let me just keep on moving on through this. So, keeping it over $1,000, about 40 hours plus, some full-time hours. Keep it moving. This is about a $1,160, 62-hour week. And then this was pretty good. This one was my best one at the time. $1,400 week, 74 hours. That was a lot of hours. I did put a lot of hours in. I could have made more, as you'll see in a couple weeks. I put less hours and made over $100 more. But I was pretty proud with that week, and I wanted to give my my mind and my body a rest. So from 74 hours, it dropped down to 40 hours. And still made 924 that week. Nothing crazy, nothing to brag about, but it's good. You know what I mean? It's not bad. And then this is the week I'm talking about. So I put in 64 hours, almost 65 hours, and got 1,550 basically that week. So this was a really good week. And I made a video the other day about a Wednesday, $400 Wednesday. That was this day. Man, that was my favorite day so far. And then This brings us to last week after the $1,500 week. Now, I mean, I put a lot of hours in, and I just, like I said, I just want to give myself a rest. I don't want to overdo myself and, you know, push it on the wear and tear, because that could be costly in the future. All right, and then this week, very slow, not much. I'm on the third day and only $350. I will get at least $1,000 this week. I'm gonna bang out the rest of this week. I'm gonna aim for at least $200 tomorrow. Wednesdays and Thursdays, as I'm gonna show you, are my slower days, but I'm gonna bang out at least $200 tomorrow. I got to. All right, so moving on from this. Also, yeah, I didn't put it on the notes, but on the side I did calculate up all my tips together. So all my tips, I made $791. And I mean, that's pretty easy math, but we'll go right here. What is that? $791, just about. There's some cents to it, but we'll cut out the cents. And basically after 1,000 trips, it's gonna be 79 cents per trip. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different ways you could look at it. This isn't even necessarily how I look at it. It's just a stat that I could put together and show y'all. So after about 1,000 trips, I'm averaging 79 cents extra per trip. And that's based off of only in-app tips. So, you know, sometimes we do end up getting cashed out, cash tips and whatnot. It just happens. I never ask for them or anything. You know, people just feel obligated, or they just, you know, they're cool like that and just want to give you a tip, or they don't know they can tip online, so they just do it the old-fashioned way, some money. But for the most part, majority of all the tips go on the app, and this was the bigger chunk of it. So $791 comes out to 79 cents. I got extra per trip just from the tips. So I don't know how long this video's been, but let me get to the notes. 999 trips. So this was based off of the 999 before I put in that 1,000 trip this morning, but 999, 1,000 is all the same. All right, so yeah, like I explained, I went through every single day, all the Mondays and all the Tuesdays that I worked so far, and I found the averages per hour and per trip. So like I said, this is just my tendencies. This were my routes that I take, and this is just what I've accumulated and came up with so far. So everyone's is gonna be a little different. Maybe not drastically different, but it's gonna be a little different. So yeah, let me just read off some of these. So averaging on Mondays, I'm making about $12.37 per trip, and about $20.33 per hour. Tuesdays, I'm averaging around $12.74 per trip and about $19.72 per hour. That per trip is pretty good on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, so $10.78 per trip on Wednesdays, and about $17.72 per hour, which is, I don't know, that's weird to me looking at it. I didn't really look over them too much. I just did these last night and went to bed. But I don't know, in my head I would think that Tuesdays are worse than my Wednesdays, but I guess that's not what it shows right here. Because I feel like that because I've had a couple big Wednesdays, that $400 Wednesday, and you know, maybe in my mind I feel like, damn, Wednesdays are better, but that just shows consistency is key. Maybe I'm just more consistent on Tuesdays, where I'm not blowing up, but I'm not doing bad either. Consistency is key. Moving on to Thursdays, I'm averaging around $10.89 per trip and $19.26 per hour on Thursdays. So yeah, I mean, the per trip for Wednesdays and Thursdays is kind of low. Per hour is not that bad for Thursday though. Fridays, $11.01 per trip and averaging about $19.70 per hour. And then the last 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, let's see, I'm averaging on Saturday $10.31 per trip and $20.70 per hour. And for my Sundays, finishing up right here, is $11.13 per trip and about $23.27 per hour. So that's real good right there. I like that, the per hour for the Sundays. And like I said, this is just Uber X, and I'm sure people put up better numbers. I'm sure people put up lesser numbers. That's not the point. I'm not trying to be the #1 money maker out here. I'm just trying to stay consistent, trying to show y'all some of my routes or just some of my philosophies, maybe talk about just whatever, just talk rideshare, you know what I mean? Maybe I got something to spread that could help somebody, because I know I watch videos and I pull information from you know, other YouTubers and whatnot, and it's beneficial. So you never know who has what information that can help, you know what I mean, that can help you. So yeah, the Sundays though, those streets are open out here. I love that. You could drive 30 miles in 30 minutes and it's no problem. So Sundays, gotta capitalize on that. Reviewing it right now, just, you know what I mean, looking over it. Wednesdays and Thursdays, those are my slowest days. Wednesday is my #1 slowest day. So, you know, reading over this earlier, I didn't feel too bad kind of cutting today early. Seeing my stats that, you know, today is a little bit more stagnant than the other days, so I don't feel so bad cutting today short. Today's Wednesday, just to go out and kill it the rest of the week. So I don't know, maybe you guys could put together all your days, or maybe for the past few months, and find the averages and find out, you know, maybe how you could maximize your earnings with the best schedule that you could put together for yourself. So yeah, that's all my stats right there. I try to dig in, you know, a little deeper and into some details that I haven't seen before. But yeah, there it is. Calculate your own, see where you're at. Maybe if you're killing it, you could let me know what you're doing if you're out here in LA. Give me some tips. And yeah, man, we could all benefit. So I hope somebody could take something from this right here. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace. How do I shut this off? Damn. Choke.